Welcome back. Priorities of American families. A new Quinnipiac poll shows Americans think inflation is the most urgent issue facing the country right now. The price of fuel on the verge of $5 a gallon for the first time in history. That same poll shows President Biden's approval rating hitting a new record low at just 33%. Dagen, you look at these polls and you see what's important to the American people, and then you look at what Congress is doing. And it's a total mismatch. They're talking about gun legislation passed in the House last night, and you don't see any efforts whatsoever to contain inflation, to get gasoline prices lower by unleashing the potential of energy in America.
The Democrats, starting with Joe Biden and their policies, in a large part, caused this. And so the standard playbook has been create a crisis, deny there's a crisis, and then blame somebody, anybody, everybody for that crisis rather than taking any kind of personal responsibility for it. So people in this country, their standard of living is in decline. Wages are falling when adjusting for inflation. And just trying to figure out what you're going to be able to spend at the grocery store versus the cost of filling up your car is an everyday struggle for Americans, and these Democrats just simply don't care. All along, the spending blowout, $2 trillion. By the way, inflation would be a great deal worse if Build Back Better, that $5 trillion blowout, would have passed, despite the fact that they were lying over and over again that somehow this is how they were going to reduce inflation. But admitting that this is a critical problem is it would, because again, they want to continue to spend money. That's the only thing that Democrats and progressives know how to do. So by admitting that this is a problem and that they were part of the cause, they won't be able to continue to spend money, which is exactly what Biden wants to do. He talked about it on Kimmel last night.
And that's what is going on right now. You've got Chuck Schumer continuing to negotiate with Joe Manchin, trying to get Manchin and Sinema on board for another new reconciliation package where they only need 50 votes. And that's what they're trying to push through. It doesn't matter to them that inflation is already at a 40-year high, partly because of all of this spending. Mark, I don't think I've ever seen an economy like this in my lifetime. I mean, yes, I lived through and I had a front row seat in the dot-com boom and then the dot-com bust, the globalization boom and then the globalization bust, the housing boom and then the housing bust. But today feels very different to me. Inflation at 40-year highs, food shortages likely, power outages likely this summer, baby food shortage. I mean, it really feels different and very bad.
And it is different, Maria. And I was there for the tech bubble crash, the Great Recession, all that stuff as well. And the interesting thing is we have had 0% interest rates from the Fed in the past. And that never ended up, resulting in sky-high inflation like we have today. So it's blatantly obvious the culprit here is egregious fiscal spending, stimmy check, trillions of dollars of stimulus pumped into the economy. Dagen made a comment about consumers trying to figure out in advance before they go to the grocery store how much they can afford or how much they can afford to put gas in their car. A few days ago, I stopped to get gas myself, and I noticed the person before me bought like 7.22 gallons. And I said to myself, there it is. It's happening. We are now at the point where people are no longer filling their tank all the way up anymore. And that is just a dead giveaway that inflation is crushing consumers' wallets.
That's right.
And there's obvious reason why Biden's approval rating is as low as it is. He's not addressing the main concerns of the U.S.
But by the way, real quick, the Fed doesn't get a pass on this because what the Fed has done is inflating assets of the rich. That's who's benefited from this Fed policy. If you're a leveraged rich person, you have made out like gangbusters during all of this, while hardworking Americans have been crushed. Savers, those responsible, have been crushed by this central bank.
Yeah, and I think you make the right point, Mark, that people have a budget. They say, okay, I'm going to spend $80 on my gas tank this week. They go and it's $120. I mean, it's sticker shock.